Born to be a champion, raised in the jungle. All my life, yeah, I had to fight. FNG, let's go live tonight. You can move on your own. Read your moves, dancing in the end zone. Crush groove. All we do is get dubs. Hate to lose. We can do this all day. No snooze. Don't get it popping if you saying that you popping, dog. Never will I lose to a dude. Just won't happen, y'all. Call a deep pass. Watch flash. What you crying for? Gonna pass the six. Better yet, put on up quick. Hear I'm hating from the side. Twitch watch. I guess you say it's about time. TikTok. FNG, where we at? On top. Other leagues can't win. Flip flop. Born to be a champion. Raised in the jungle. All my life, yeah, had to fight. FNG, let's go live tonight.
FNG, what's going on? It's your boy, Big Boy Deal, the Browns owner. Welcome to season 2, Madden 21. A lot of stuff that's happened already in week 1 and 2. Of course, that's some of the stuff we're going to go over. First, I'd like to bring in my fellow owners who's a part of this great league. We have a gentleman who's a 3-time champ, just now joined the chat room. He's late. My boy Debo, aka Sid. He should be joining here in a second. He's just waiting for his connection. All right. Also, we have Sid. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm here.
Welcome to the show, brother. We just started. You're the first one I brought in.
Oh, really? Greetings, gentlemen.
All right. All right. Also, we have triple OG/triple OG, Mr. Tony Tranks, and the 49ers owner.
Greetings, everyone.
Yes, sir.
Often imitated, never duplicated.
It's like everybody
We
wearing
can't
their
even
jersey
see you,
today.
babe. Can't see you, babe. You're on the dark. There we go.
All right. We have the Steelers owner, Mike Wright. He has his kilt on. I know y'all can't see it.
You're muted, Mike.
What's up, FNG family?
Yes, sir.
What's going on?
All right. And then we have the other commissioner, Mr. Hoseyan Fight, the Raiders owner.
That's not Jose Giannis, Henry Ruggs.
Shoot. I need to get me a Browns jersey. Everybody got their jersey on.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So
Debo got that Balaj jersey on today.
Yes,
don't you?
indeed. He number 31.
right.
Wasn't he on the bench?
Continue with the show.
All right. Mr. Tranks, you want to go over division leaders?
Sure. Certainly. This one's going to be pretty easy.
Oh, wait, real quick.
Okay.
We got Tiger Roar,
What's that?
the Giants owner. He's about to join us right now. All right. What's up, Tiger?
Okay.
Just brought you in. We just started the show.
What's
going on, buddy?
Good, man.
Good
What's up, Tiger?
evening, Commissioner.
All right, go ahead.
Hey.
Go ahead, Tranks.
All right. We are doing FNG standing, starting off with the AFC North. We have the Ravens currently standing 2-0. We have the Steelers and Browns. They are both tied at 1-1. And we have the Bengals at 0-1. We're currently in the middle of week 2 and had a couple games played, a couple games not played. So that's why the records look the way they look. Heading down to the AFC South, we have the Colts at 1-0 leading the division. We have the Jaguars fresh off that 49ers loss, 1-1. When we have the Texans at 0-1 and the Titans at 0-2. Heading over to the AFC East, we have the Bills leading the division at 1-0. We have the Patriots at 1-1. We have the Jets at 0-1, and when Dolphins rounding out the division at 0-2. Heading over to the AFC West, AFC Best.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we have the Broncos at 1-0, tied with the Chargers at 1-0. The Raiders and Chiefs are both tied for third at 1-1. Head over to the NFC North. Both the Packers and the punk ass Vikings at 2-0.
That's not,
Tied
tell
for
me how
first
you
place.
really feel.
Hey, said it backwards though. But go ahead.
Yeah, and we have the Bears at 0-1 in the rounding out the division. 0-2 Lions. Heading out to the NFC South, we have the NFC representative in the Super Bowl 1-0, and the rest of the division is 0-1.
Damn.
Heading over to the AFC East. Hold on, let me clear my eyes
NFC
here.
East?
NFC East, yeah. Let me clear my eyes. The Giants are winning the division right now at 1-0. And everyone else in the division took a loss, so everyone else is 0-1. So
Hey, come on.
Tigers
Hey, we got to start the show for that.
Already got a
Start
step
the show.
ahead.
Man, we're proud of you, Tiger.
Got to keep that going.
Just one game.
We know.
Hey, they all count.
That's why he
We
said
have
the
the
Cavs like he's
Cardinals.
special.
They're currently leading the division of the NFC West at 2-0. Both the Rams and the Seahawks are one win. And rounding out the division are the lowly 49ers at 1-1. And Dill, that is the FNG standings.
Thank you. Hoseyan, you are the host. Look out for Chaz. He should be joining here real soon. So just letting you know, he was doing some stuff and he should be joining us real soon. Just letting you know. All right. Yeah, I need to get in there. I'm very behind. Y'all seen any games at week 1 that stand out?
Yeah, there's several of them.
Well,
I know.
That's and everything.
I know.
prior to the start of week 2, I actually thought it was really interesting because my wife came in and said, "Do you have a better record than Tony?" I'm like, "Just for a week."
Oh.
It's unblemished.
Okay.
I don't know who you play week 2, but you definitely you're ahead of the game.
All right. Hey, actually, I'm gonna keep it on schedule. Actually, Mike, do you want to do stats next, and then we can do the week 1?
All right, so we're going to look at stats at the end of week 1. QB stats, Drew Lock is leading with passing, 544 yards, followed by Dak Prescott and Baker Mayfield. Touchdowns, Drew Lock has thrown 6 touchdowns. Derek Carr and 6 others are right behind him. And Derek Carr, Josh Allen, and Russell Wilson all finished week 1 with 158.3 QBR.
Wow. Perfect quarterback rating.
Halfbacks, Kalen Ballage came out week 1 with 199 rushing yards, just a little under that 200 mark, followed by Saquon Barkley and Dalvin Cook. Saquon Barkley had 4 touchdowns in that first week. There are 7 other running backs with 3 touchdowns. And Dalvin Cook came out with 30 rushes in the first game, followed by Nyheim Hines and Antonio Gibson. Wide receivers, OBJ jumped out of the first game with 323 receiving yards, followed by Henry Ruggs III and Michael Thomas. To go with Drew Lock's 6 touchdown passes, Cortland Sutton caught 4 of those. And then there were 3 other wide receivers with 3 touchdown receptions in the first week. Leading in receptions are Ezekiel Elliott and Cooper Kupp with 11, and OBJ had 10. On defense, Justin Simmons of the Broncos had 3 interceptions in the first week. There were 5 other defensive players that had 2 interceptions. Looking at forced fumbles, Marc-Antoine Decoy of the Broncos and Uchenna Nwasu of the Chargers each had 2. Sacks, Cole took advantage of the third game being against CPU and had 6 sacks with Chandler Jones.
What?
Yes.
Good job, Cole.
DeForest Buckner of the Colts had 3 sacks, and there were 6 others with 2 sacks. Tackles for loss, Chandler Jones is leading. Chandler Jones and Josh Jones of the Panthers each had 3 tackles for loss. There were 9 others that had 2. And defensive touchdowns, Kevin King of Green Bay, Pat Pete of the Panthers, Nicholas Morrow of the Raiders, and Tavarius Moore of San Francisco each had 1 touchdown. Field goals, Dan Bailey of the Vikings was 3 for 3. 9 other kickers were 2 for 2. Brandon McManus of the Broncos was 8 for 8 on extra points. Graham Gano was 7 of 7, and then 3 other kickers were 6 of 6. Can't leave the punters out. Brett Kern of the Titans had 1 touchback. That's the only touchback of the first week. Longest punt of the week was Brett Kern of the Titans, 59 yards. Longest field goal of the week was Joey Sly of 60. The longest interception was Jalen Hawkins of the Falcons at 69. I will say in week 2, we had 2 interception returns that over 100 yards. There's 104 and 108. So that 108 is now the mark to beat if you want the interception. Longest rush of week 1 was Ronald Jones II of the Bucks with 79 yards. The longest pass was Taysom Hill to Michael Thomas at 89 yards. The longest kick return, Lions Jamal Agnew with 105 yards. And the longest punt return is Paris Campbell of the Colts at a measly 11 yards. And that's the stat leaders as of week 1.
All right, Hossein, can you make me host again?
Good job, Mike.
Appreciate it.
Oh yeah.
Good job, Mike.
Thank you.
Give me 1 second, fellas. All right, I'm gonna change it to this. All right. Have everybody on the screen. Okay. Can we go over week 1 game, highlight games? I'm surprised. I'm on the first game, the Seahawks and Texans. I'm surprised the Texans took an L like that, 28-5.
They were pretty much shut down by the new owner, Brian Edelman, new Seahawks owner.
Yep.
Yeah. I played him. I played a lab game with the Texans, and he's good. I mean, he's decent. He's real good. They went down to the last second, and I'm surprised he lost like that. All right, of course, the obvious games, not Hossein. Hossein. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Coming out and taking the Eagles on and laying it down.
48-37.
Yes, Hossein. You want to talk about it?
You're muted.
He ain't used to this. He's
like, wait, I get to talk about a win?
Well, while he gets his stuff together. Derek Carr had the perfect quarterback rating, 158.3, 200.
Yeah, I just went into that game, honestly, man. I was trying to avoid turnovers. That's my biggest thing is just avoid giving these guys the ball and giving them more opportunities to outscore me. That was my main focus. And then I noticed he had some guys that weren't coverage-wise. There were no match for Ruggs, so I took advantage of that. And, of course, went over the top. I think it was 3 times.
4 catches for 242 yards, 3 touchdowns.
Correct, yeah.
60 yards a pop.
Yes. So I had to take advantage of that. If you're going to give it to me, I'm going to take it. So.
Well, that's everybody.
Yeah. So, hey.
Yep.
But yeah, it was I was actually surprised that I was able to jump on top of him and stay on top. I think he had a couple turnovers too. So I'm not sure if he actually looked like I don't know if he went through his depth chart or if the sanction caused him to have issues in his depth chart, but I did take advantage of that. I think he had a lineman playing tight end on a couple routes where he had some picks. So yeah.
Yeah, man, good game, man. And the reason why we're bringing that up is huge. The Eagles the Eagles went to the conference championship game.
Right.
Conference championship,
yeah. And beat some solid people in the playoffs. And Hossein, week 1, stepped up. Great job, man. Great job.
Me and Tiger trying to make some noise. We'll see how long that lasts.
Another good game.
Hey,
Another
Packers
good game.
Bears.
Yeah, I'm about
Packers
to bring
Bears
that up.
game.
Sean's watching now.
I mean that. That was a good game. I mean, what was it 21 to 18, 16?
End of the third.
End of the third. Packers on top, and then
No, Packers were losing 21-16.
Packers were losing. Yeah,
going
sorry.
into the fourth.
Yep, going into the fourth, and then the Bears just threw interception after interception in the fourth quarter, and I think he threw a total of 4 interceptions in that game.
Mitchell Trubisky, 4 picks, 2 touchdowns. 29 points given up in the fourth quarter was definitely the reason why they lost. And only scoring 7.
Yep.
Yeah, that was pretty much that whole game. His rookie, A-Train Thomas, he had 20 carries for 123 yards. But a lot of that, at least from what I remember watching that game, came in the fourth when the game was out of hand.
Yep.
You know what I mean? When it was over, he was running the ball, pretty much getting BS stats, I guess. But yeah, that was shocking. Yeah, that was shocking. The game turning around. That was kind of close, at least from what I remember.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Hey, and gentlemen, people that are watching, please let me know who's watching. I can shout y'all out.
And if you got any questions you want to fielded, that would be a good place to put them as well.
And
start answering them live.
If you want to come on the show, just send me your email address and I'll put you on the show.
Hey, did you put the link on the site? Dylan?
Yes, sir. It's on there.
Yep.
All right. Also,
another upset.
Great game. The Ravens and the Bengals.
Yes. Very good game.
Close game. Yep.
Another game again. Yeah, fell out of hand in the fourth quarter. Close game until then. Ravens defense just stepped up again in the fourth quarter and
shut them out.
Yep. All right, another
How about that
game.
Chargers-Browns game? We got both y'all here.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Oh,
the
damn.
49ers and Vikings game. The 49ers and Vikings.
Yeah, that was a very tight game that went all the way into overtime. And I remember playing that game like it was yesterday. Because I was not happy
because it was.
It felt it was yesterday. But it felt like it was I wasn't at home. I was playing at home. And I even got a pick 6 like early in the game. And I thought I was gonna run away with this game. And it just was like painful to play that game. Every time he caught the ball, he would be 2 yards away from the first down and would just break a tackle and get 2 more yards. Or Dalvin Cook, who had a really good game. What did he have? He had 30 carries for 185 yards. So he had to work for it. But he seemed like he always broke a tackle and got 4 extra yards for the first down. And then there was one time where it was like 4th down where he went for it. And I think I was the middle safety in the cover 3. And I bit on the run, and his tight end was just going for a little streak, and he just threw it to him. He didn't score on it, but he got such a gigantic chunk yardage on that that it was a Dalvin Cook run to either to the left. I think it was to the right, and I ended up scoring on it. He held Mostert to 40 yards rushing on 13 carries, which was big. Yeah. And even though I didn't turn the ball over, Deebo Samuel had 1 catch for 48 yards, and literally after he caught that ball and got tackled, out for the game. And that was early. I mean, real early. So I was very disappointed. Kittle had a good game, but yeah, it went into overtime. He got the ball, drove all the clock out. That's another thing I think that was the biggest key to the victory. Time of possession. He had the 22:02 to my 12 minutes and 58 seconds. So 22 minutes to 13 minutes is significant, which is probably the reason why he won on top of not turning the ball over again, because he didn't really do a whole lot passing the ball. I think he had 13 attempts, but really good game by Kyle, of course. And that's smart. If you really think you got an opponent that you want to keep off the field, hold on to the ball.
Yep.
And he was able to get the win week 1.
Man,
Congrats.
that was amazing. He said Cook has freight train. Sean said that.
Mm-hmm.
His X
Small
Factor.
fella
Shout out to
had.
the Packers, Lions, and Patriots owner. They're watching. Yeah, man, that was a good game to watch. But he held on to that ball that whole overtime.
Yeah, I watched that. I was having one of the people who watched that game. It looked like it was the 3-time champion, the Lightnings, that showed up, and then I think the story of the game was actually the same story of the game for the Niners-Eagles game in the playoffs last season, where the Niners couldn't get off the field on defense.
All right, sorry, gentlemen. My wife, the real owner of this team, just came in. I'll be up in a minute.
Yes, dear.
Right. All right. So, go back. The Browns and the Chargers game.
45-42.
By far one of my top favorite games I played in this league. Win or lose. It was a great game. Chess match. He had to figure out what I was doing. I had to figure out what he was doing. And yeah, it was a great game. Went down to the last second, kicked the field goal. Want to talk about it, Harris? Jerk.
A lot of scoring. A lot of scoring.
Well, I mean, I try to keep my defense as universal as possible since you develop a run game now. So yeah, I just try to keep a defense on the field that could, slow down the run, but mainly stop the pass. And I think we did a good job of slowing down your run game. When you started passing and started dinking and dunking, I said, all right, I gotta really go ahead and get back into the pass game. And so, you start running the ball. I'm like, all right, look, this shit got to stop. I don't know what's going on.
But I gotta bring this up. So I'm not looking at stats during the game. Of course, I'm not stat chasing, especially when I'm playing with somebody like Harris. So I'm just now looking at stats, and it wasn't until I think Mike said something. Like, I didn't know Odell had 300 yards receiving.
Exactly.
I didn't know that. I didn't know Mayfield had 444 yards passing.
Oh,
Message.
Yeah. That's why.
But it's funny you say that, Dill, because I was talking to Billups, the other Browns owner, and his summary of that game was simple: the Browns didn't want to win. Because
be happy right now you undefeated.
Just be
happy right now you undefeated, Tiger.
He thought the game was there.
Like your wife is surprised that you're 1-0. Like, really, baby?
Damn.
Yeah. Look at God.
Somebody stay undefeated for 1 week. He get to go ahead and sit on the couch and sit at his desk.
Right. Look, I bet you he gonna make his own trophy. 1-0. We're gonna put it.
He gonna feel bad for you and put the game out there on the tray. You knock the tray over. I don't want none of that. So that's hey, I'm the messenger. That's what Billups said. The other Browns owner.
Okay. All right. All right. He's not here right now. So whatever. All right, but great game, dude. Excellent.
Oh yeah,
game.
definitely great game, man.
Yeah.
It was definitely a thinking match.
That's what I wanted to watch again. I had to watch it on your page because for some reason it didn't record or show.
Yeah, I watched it
on my account. Yeah, it was a good game.
Yeah,
good game.
Lies 19 for 199.
He was significant,
3
man.
touchdowns.
Balaz made it known. He was like, "Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be the starter." I don't know what you talking about.
Remember all that smack he was talking to preseason about Balaz? That's what y'all remember. Like,
little Tomlinson came in and said, "I'm about to take the starting job." Balaz said, "Sit your little ass down."
No, excellent game, man. Always fun playing you. I'm glad it, win or lose, it was a good game to play. Yeah, I want to bring this game up because I have a private chat room that's with my nephews and my boy Dorian, the Falcons owner. And Justin was hyped up about this game against the Broncos. He was like, hey, I beat him twice last season. I got his number.
Actually, he won 3 straight because he won the first one before we reset the league.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, so he had won 3 straight against them.
Okay. Yeah. So Denver destroyed the Chargers 62-14.
The Chiefs. Denver.
I'm
destroyed
sorry,
Chiefs.
the Chiefs.
Damn,
The
you calling the
Chiefs.
score already?
But
Sorry.
Pat Mahomes was not sacked once.
Wow.
There was not a single sack against Pat Mahomes in that game.
Wow.
Yeah, well,
interceptions.
He threw it to the
that
other team. They
interception.
didn't want to sack him.
Hey,
He
wait
was
a
doing
minute,
a
wait a
good
minute,
job giving them the ball.
I think we have the owner about to join the league. The
The
Broncos.
champ is here.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Give
The
him a
champ
second
is
to
here.
join.
The champ
Yeah.
is here.
He's connecting
Baba
right now.
Yaga. The boogeyman
The
himself.
boogeyman. What they say? The boogeyman.
The boogeyman.
Chaz, you there?
Greetings, everyone.
Dude, that is
What's going
perfect
on,
timing.
brother?
Perfect timing. We're talking about your game
the
right
strengths.
now. Why did you do the Chargers like, man, God, dog it, the Chiefs like that? I'm speaking to existence.
Everybody playing the Chargers this week?
Right. Why you do the Chiefs like that?
Man, let's see, where do I start?
You can start with 3 in a
First
row.
off, you took me out 3 games in a row.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And then that last one was so salty over that. I think, Dill, you might even clip that. You might have even clipped it and put it on the page of, or maybe it was Billups, I don't know, but somebody clipped it, put it up on the page, that Hail Mary catch by Watkins.
Yeah.
Sammy
Oh, it was
Watkins.
incredible.
Yeah.
That's
double
crazy.
double coverage, spamming Y, catches it, turns it into a hurdle,
Yep.
and into the end zone for the
By
for the
accident.
W.
He did that
Yeah.
by accident too.
So I was up big on that game, and I give the Chiefs respects, man. I give a little turtle respect.
Yeah.
So Dill started this thread of the conversation talking about how he has this family chat with a bunch of his cousins, nephews, and stuff. And apparently there was a lot of talk.
Yes, it was a lot of talk. So I mean, is he even talking now? He's like, "Hey, you got that one?" He's
Yeah,
on
this is
the
one
next
game.
one.
He
one
got
game.
hold on. This ball got held 1 touchdown in the first and 1 touchdown in the second. He got dominated. It's I don't know what happened, but yeah, he didn't get sacked. But Patrick Mahomes was sure giving the ball to the other team.
Yeah, Merry
He
Christmas.
tuned it 8 times.
You get a football. You get a football.
Yeah,
Yep.
he was definitely on his
Like
Oprah.
out there.
I gotta also bring this game up to you guys. Side note: Falcons and Washington football team.
Yeah, I want
NFC champ.
That was the last game we was waiting on too.
Yeah.
Man, I wonder what happened.
Man,
Did he play computer?
nope.
No, he better not have.
I was in the party with Zay while he was playing.
Did he play computer?
Zay was watching a football game at the same time he was playing.
Really?
No excuses.
Yeah.
Zay shouldn't have been doing that. I'm just saying, It was, good game. Zay just could not get anything working in that game.
Especially not the second half.
Yeah. Dorian just came out and shut it all down. Defensively and offensively, he was just slow, methodical, like Dorian is, and bam, 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 up the field.
Yep.
And 5 picks by
Yeah,
Dwayne
5
Haskins.
picks.
I appreciate the Raiders and Falcons this week. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I got 2 games I want to bring up. One, I want to bring up Tampa Bay and Rams game. It looked like it was a good game. Rams won by 3. I'm not gonna lie. I would love to have the Tampa Bay owner on here one time. He's always close. It's crazy. Like he has a lot of close games against some top ranked teams. But I definitely like him on the show one time. And also, last but not least,
well, actually, on that, he runs the ball like nobody's business. I mean, he had almost had 3 running backs with 1,000 yards last year.
He had 2 running backs in this game over 100 yards.
Yeah, 2.
Oh, man.
Yeah, but he has Tom fucking Brady. And uses Tom Brady to hand the ball off.
Yes, he had 95 yards.
That's like driving down the driveway to pick up your mail in a Rolls Royce.
Right.
And I don't know if he
but that's
doesn't want to throw
Rolls Royce that don't have enough air in the tires. Let's be clear.
But
Come on.
I don't know if he doesn't want to throw the ball, doesn't trust his passing game, or what. But man, if he gets a passing game, automatic top of his division.
Yes.
Yeah, 'cause we know he's gonna run. So
Yep.
Well, he can run. The question is if he
Yeah.
can ever get somebody like maybe Chaz or Dill to get with him to get his pass game together. He would be formidable on offense.
I say Chad, not Dill.
Yeah, you didn't get hit a stat.
Hey,
Odell
Chaz,
Beckham.
Chaz, I got you a hun done. If you put up those numbers against the Chargers, all right?
Hundun.
A hun done. I got you,
Hundo?
all right?
Sound like a little
500.
cake or
I
something.
got you, all right?
Hundun.
I ain't talking to you, Harris. Stay over there, dude.
Oh, a honey bun. A honey bun. That's what you're saying?
No, you always thinking of food trains. Come on, man.
Right.
Bun, right?
Honey buns, where?
Right. Hey, you could be sleeping in the chat room. Honey bun. All right,
Look at Shrek making jokes.
Oh, that's messed up. All right, last game I got, and I shouldn't do this. I really shouldn't, but whatever. Give him his highlight on the show. First time ever. The Giants beating the Cowboys 52-27.
Well, this is not the first time they've beaten the Cowboys.
Hold up.
First place in the
Congratulations.
Frank. Just let it seem like it is. Let's get this dude.
No.
Let him enjoy it. Let him enjoy his shine. Man.
Right. There he is.
Exactly.
His wife is probably sitting
Just
right there.
one game. It's just one game.
It's a big game. That was your Super Bowl.
One of plenty more.
You're leading the division right now.
I am. I'm leading the division. That's why I said I appreciate the Raiders and the Falcons this week. It helped me lead the division.
Mhm.
Saquon had 185 on the ground with 4 touchdowns on 23 carries.
He was a player of the
Yeah,
week.
man.
He was a player of the week.
Jones didn't do that bad either.
Yeah. 260, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick,
Daniel Jones.
118.7 passer
You
rating.
know what? I'll tell you one thing. I've run that play a lot in the course of the last couple of Maddens, but it was the first time I learned what not to do in that play. So that interception was actually probably the most beneficial interception because I went back in the lab and figured out how to run that play where that should never happen again. So I felt that was actually more valuable than the win because I throw a lot of picks in a way, and I figured out what I was doing wrong. So that level up was bigger than just essentially the win.
Well, the rookie you drafted in the first round, Gregorius Yell, 3 catches for 158. 2 of them were touchdowns.
You talking about G Money? You talking about G Money? Oh, okay.
Big money. Hey, I got nicknames,
There you go.
man.
He had a great game.
He
Yeah.
he actually bailed me out on a play in the fourth quarter on a pass I probably shouldn't have thrown. He bailed me out. I was trying to see if I can go higher, and he had to go up and catch it. So it was also a love lesson. I shouldn't have thrown that pass because it could have been very easily been a pick when I was only up, I think, a score and a half or something like that. So
Okay. Dude, that's a lot of games we talked about in 1 week. There was some good in week 1 and season 2 of Madden 21. Good stuff, gentlemen. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. We got a couple games played in week 2. It looked like I didn't know you played. Packers beat the Steelers 34-14.
So, first off, I apologize to everybody who was watching my feed and had to mute it, but y'all were warned. I said there were going to be more expletives in the Tarantino movie, and there were. Sean played a great, smart game. I mean, he had 1 pick, 108 yards that he took it from the end zone. I threw the ball, and Juju was wide open, and Jameis Winston just lobbed the ball as soft as he possibly could. Yeah, he picked that off, ran it back for a touchdown. The other pick 6 that he had, I was on my 23 when he picked it. So that's a potential 28-point difference right there. Had those gone through. Like I said, Sean played a great game, smart game. Defensively, I went in there to stop his run. Was my biggest thing because he's one of the better rushers in the NFC, in my opinion. I think he had 2.4 yards per carry in that game, 18 carries for 44 yards. So I did what I wanted to do defensively there. But turnovers are key. And if you can't hold on to the ball, especially in your own red zone, you're going to lose.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, Mike, remind us, what'd you pay for Winston in free agency?
It was a need, not a want. It was a need, not a want. So,
All right. Good try though, Mike. Mike's
Got a
working
live-
his butt off.
We got a live game going right now. The Jets at Bills. It's in the third quarter right now. Jets 7, Bills 34.
Okay.
Just for give it an update.
I just seen the Colts and the Texans. I think they should be playing. I don't know if they're broadcasting or not.
Colts and Texans are on right now. Neither one of them is broadcasting.
Come on, guys, broadcast your game so we can watch. All right. So other key games this week that I'm looking forward to watch. I'm not gonna lie, and believe it or not, Tiger, I really want to see what you're gonna do against Washington football team. Bengals versus the Bears. That's gonna be a good game.
That's going to be a great game. Yeah,
it's gonna be.
Yes, it is.
And
Tuesday,
tonight-
4 p.m.
Yeah, that was on Tuesday.
Broncos Chargers.
Broncos Chargers. They play tonight, right?
No.
Oh, tomorrow night.
No, tomorrow night.
Dill, did you earlier predict
time?
Switch it up.
points? I think I heard you say
Same
60
time,
points.
more likely.
I think I heard you say 60 points earlier, Dill. Didn't you say
I
that?
did. I said, yeah, 62 points. You know what I'm saying? Against the Chargers. All right. Y'all play tomorrow night. What time?
Probably the same time, 9 p.m. maybe. You know, we still politicking about it.
Yeah, we'll do 9 p.m.
That's cool.
9 p.m.
everything
to
works
Monday
out.
night. Monday Night Football. Great.
Is that Eastern time?
Mhm.
Another game to watch is Rams versus Seahawks.
Yep.
It look like it's gonna be a good game.
I was
Frank,
talking to the Seahawks earlier, and he's definitely concerned about the game. He was looking at the Rams players and said, "I got to really prep for this game." He jumped in my party and was asking a couple questions about the league, and which is always smart. You know, got a question to ask it. And so I'm looking forward to seeing this guy's game against the Rams.
Yep.
I don't know when they play, but what's your question, though?
No, there's no question. I mean, you're gonna be scouting that game too, so
Oh yeah, they're in the division, and it's a new guy. So
yeah.
Yep.
Also played a great game today against the Raiders, Browns versus Raiders. Browns
38-20.
Yep, great game against Hoseyan.
The game looked close, like you couldn't really pull away. Every time you seemed like you got the ball and you're going to go up, you would get sacked, or and I saw every time I looked up because I was warming up for my game, it felt like Jacobs was running the ball or Ruggs would get a pass. It looked tough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Hoseyan always played me tough, man. Hey, Ty on here said y'all over here looking at each other. Y'all can play that game right now. Harrison.
Man, I'm on an hour and a half of sleep. I work 18 hours a day. I'm right after this, I'm going right back to sleep.
I'm guessing they relieved your ass late. They relieved your ass late.
I was working at the hospital and watching the guy.
Ooh, Ty, good question. I will bring that up in a second. Good question.
Bring it up now.
Hey, Dill, real quick. What time is the on these week 2 games? What about Tiger? When are you playing?
He's muted.
He's muted.
When you go 1-0, you don't have to talk back.
Right. Look, there you go.
All right, what happened?
When's your game?
I don't know. I have to reach out to Zay, find out when he's available. I'm guessing
Late
tomorrow.
night.
I don't like playing on the Sundays.
You don't like playing on Sundays?
No, I don't. I don't have a good.
You probably should start playing on Sundays and have the Lord help you.
Wow.
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 So,
I'm sorry.
all right.
I'm sorry.
I still believe though, Shrek, that after week 1, I had.
Who you calling Shrek? You calling me or
He's calling you Shrek, man.
I thought you was calling Harris Shrek. Why you calling me Shrek?
Oh, you.
Shrek.
I believe after week 1, I had better record than you too. Because you gotta have friends.
All right. Great question. And actually, I'm gonna add this to the show real quick. That's gonna take a lot, but let's bring this up right now. Ty asks, who had the best draft, y'all think, in the offseason?
What team had the best draft?
Those
what
Bucks.
team?
The damn Bucks.
I think the Bucks.
Bullock had a great draft.
The Dolphins had a good
Bulls
draft
had a
too.
great draft, but those Bucks had multiple draft picks. I don't know where they came from.
Oh,
He
yeah.
put the Mortal
That's
Kombat
true.
cheat code in that or
What
something.
was
I
it,
don't know.
75 picks he had in that?
It seemed like it. Sheesh. He had 2
Yeah.
picks in every draft, every
Every
round.
time we turn around, you hear Madden say the Bucks are on the clock. I'm like, what the fuck? Damn, again?
Yeah.
The highest
yeah.
overall guy that he drafted was Andrew Foote, wide receiver, 76 overall, 93 speed, 95 acceleration, 93 agility.
Oh, nice.
Change of directions, 87. His catching is 86. Catching traffic, 79.
He will never get the
Short,
ball.
medium, deep.
You'll never get
Getting
the
him in
ball.
deep.
That's a conversion to running back.
That is wide receiver hell over there in Tampa Bay.
They won out. They won out. They won out.
Yeah, he's just gonna flip
Yo,
it into more
right now
picks.
he has 1 reception for the year for 20 yards.
Man,
Like, I can
Hey,
catch the
send-
ball. I got
send 'em my
receiving
way,
stats.
son.
Can you block?
right.
Can you block 50 times?
Oh man, by far, I think this was probably the best draft ever.
You've
My
had?
personal opinion, just period. It was just some studs in this
Oh, you
draft.
mean players?
No, he's
Players,
only
period.
saying that. He's only saying that because he didn't make as many mistakes in this draft he normally makes, so that's why he thinks it's the best
I
draft.
can't hear you. You know, somebody that's always top 3.
That's why I know my drafts better than you.
No, you don't.
Oh man,
No, you don't.
See the relaxation mode that he's in after that 1-0. Like,
No,
look at
hey,
him.
he got a
He over
tough
there
week 2
glowing,
game. Look. He hasn't even reached out to his opponent because he want to enjoy this 1-0.
Uh-huh.
He know that other one is coming.
I wasn't even thinking about the 1-0 until you brought it up. I'm thinking about.
Oh, you was thinking. Your wife brought it up. You was thinking about it.
She only
You
brought up
know?
a better record than you.
Your record
and
better than Tranks.
She only brought up
his
that had a
man
better
cave
record
making
than you
a
and Tranks
1-0
after the
trophy right
first
now.
week. Y'all hear me? She brought up, hey, Dill and Tranks had worse record than you after the first week. I'm like, hey.
All right, I ain't got nothing else. Whatever.
Silence said a lot.
Hey,
just now.
Sean said he loved this pick at 23.
Yeah. Yep.
Well,
Yeah,
I think
I had 10 picks in that
Bucks.
draft.
Outside of the Bucks, I think the Miami Dolphins had a great draft.
Okay.
He got that middle linebacker, dude.
Yeah.
KD Little.
Man.
Yeah,
I was looking at him too. Oof.
Yeah.
Dang. All right. We're making great time, guys. Going to off-season drama.
So no top 10.
Sanction. Ah, shoot.
We gotta do the top 10.
Hurry up
We
and do the
got
top
15
10.
We got 15 minutes, Tranks.
Yeah, we got 15 minutes. Hurry up and do the
I
top
haven't
10.
even said anything. You can't even say it's me.
Oh, but
Hurry
you
up and do the
will.
top 10.
You will.
Go ahead,
Oh,
Mike.
10.
Yo, let me go ahead and bring this up. Oh, yeah. One
Start
more
at
thing.
the top.
Let
It's
me
got to
talk
be
about-
Right.
starting at the top. It's got to be the reign.
Let's get it, Trace. Get the top 10 in.
Champion number
Oh,
one.
no, Mike got it.
I
Mike
got the top 10. We discussed it earlier. It's just
Okay.
I have it written down. So we're gonna start at number 10 with the Rams. Week 1. I mean, there are 16 teams that are 1-0 after week 1. So the Rams who are over the Bucks. Raiders at number 9. They came in with a good win.
Big win.
Over the team that was in the NFC Conference Championship.
Yeah, you gotta post that. Post this top 10. So I gotta take a picture. That'll be the last time I'll be ranked 10. I'm
Yep.
sorry.
Hey, it's on
Continue.
YouTube. It's there forever.
Talking about the being here.
Number 8, Patriots. Number 7, Vikings. Number 6, Cardinals. Number 5, the Packers. Number 4, the Ravens. Number 3, the Chargers. Number 2, the second place team in the Super Bowl, the Falcons. And number 1, carryover off of the Super Bowl win would be the Broncos.
Let's
Good
go.
stuff. Good
First
stuff.
had that look like I'm number 3.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Hey, that's week 1, y'all. Y'all already know.
It's week 1,
okay,
exactly.
week 1, yeah.
Hey, real quick, I'm gonna put on here. He drafted 3 defensive stars. 2 of them had superstar.
Yep, Ty did have 2
the line,
superstars
forget
that he
about the line.
drafted.
You want to trade?
Yeah.
You better
I
start
think he
getting
picked
some
one up like
wins,
in the
in, man.
seventh
You trade
round
with
or
nobody,
something.
man. You almost gave away Greedy. Well, you gave away Greedy Williams. Like, come on. You
Hey,
didn't trade him.
lack of sleep and shut up.
You ain't
All
lying.
right.
no.
All right.
All right.
Let's get to
Off-season.
off-season drama. Sanction. Tranks. Hoseyan. Go.
There was a lot of them.
Reading is fundamental.
There you go. Reading is fundamental. You're right.
Hey, Champ, tell us what you think about those sanctions.
Man, it was late. It was like 4 a.m. I just got home from the bar, from the party. I'm down in Miami.
You know what this is,
What
Chaz? Right here. This is the smallest violin playing a sad, sad song. We go through this every off season. We have people who do not manage their team, and even if you don't want to participate in the off season as far as free agency, you have to draft your backups. We post pictures of what the depth chart minimums are for each position, and people for some reason don't pick that up. On top of the fact they won't even have the minimum amount of players you need to have on a team. We did our best to circumvent people picking up players that they didn't need to pick up, but there were still some teams that were so low and so mismanaged that they, did multiple pickups. And that's the rule that people broke. You're only supposed to pick up one free agent per advance. People broke that. And how many teams were penalized, Hoseyan? Like 5, 6?
All of them.
There's 6 teams.
Some of them were the usual suspects, but we tried our best to be
You
as
get
light
a
as possible.
sanction. You get a sanction.
Well, and we post this. I mean, I make sure to post this because everyone's so eager to rush through the offseason. And this is kind of why we hesitated to do a lot of the rushing, the 24-hour advances, the next day advances, because people just, with work, real life, you don't always get the time to manage. And some guys just, for some reason, just don't comprehend what they need to do during the offseason and just don't even let the CPU manage their team. And of course they fall into these situations. So, but I mean, we posted, this is, there's no excuse at this point. Some people are at this point are habitual constant, they just break the rule that the sanctions. I foresee Billups, coming down even harder on people if they continue to break the same rule over and over and over.
Yep.
So that's just a fair warning. So
all right, we've actually given him the green light to increase the sanctions for repeat offenders because it's getting to the point where we have to do damage control every offseason, and that's a bit much.
Yeah.
So look out.
Yeah. So I think the biggest thing also, I remember, I think it was in a group chat. It was myself, Mike, Harris, maybe even Tiger. And we even asked each other questions like, hey, can you do this? Can you do that? And before you even do anything, you just hit up a commissioner like, hey, is this allowed? Or go to the rule book and you go read the rules, see if you could do something. I think a question was asked, can you sign multiple people in like week 1 of the preseason, whatever? And I told them, I believe you can sign just one player per week.
Right.
Ask the questions before you do something, gentlemen. Ask it.
Or sign a player and drop them in the same week and stuff like that.
Can't do that either. The thing is, what people, the mistake people made.
That's misinformation.
The mistake people made, because it was allowed before we made a transition personnel-wise, was people would pick a player up and say, oh, got the wrong guy. They would drop the guy and pick the player up that they wanted. And I've been penalized for that myself. So, but I've only been penalized for that once.
Right.
And once that happened, I know you pick it up. This is the wrong guy. You got to wait till next week to get him. So just follow the rules to the letter of the rules, black and white, and you'll be fine. That's simple.
Yep. Follow the rules.
And don't pick up your free agents in the preseason until before you go to the bar or the next day. But when you come back from the bar, I just think that don't drive drunk. What they say?
No, don't drive drunk. Pull over, take a sip, pull back off.
Hey, Todd just said something. He said the bright side of people mismanaging their team is a good free agents.
Yeah,
grab up. Yep. So keep doing it, so I can get some players myself.
And just so everyone knows, we don't think less of the people that are making these problems, because we've made the mistakes ourselves. Not problems, but making these mistakes. We've made the same mistakes ourselves. And you're not a bad person. You didn't rob a bank. whatever. You just made a mistake. You get
Yep.
sanctioned.
Yeah.
Keep moving.
Yep.
Don't take it personally because we ain't looking for people to do it. We just know that it happens, and we got it's our job to check it. That's it.
I think almost
Sean's-
everybody. Go ahead, Harris. I'm about to say it
John
too.
said you're not FNG if you haven't been sanctioned. LOL.
Right.
Amen.
Exactly.
You are not lying. Dude, that sanction I caught. Oh my goodness. I don't want to talk about it.
Yep. Tillman, what's up with you?
Yo, is there
No,
anybody
yeah.
in here who has not been sanctioned?
Nope. We all have.
We all been
I was
sanctioned.
I was
Yeah,
sanctioned.
I got
commish.
sanctioned for that same thing. You got sanctioned for trying something with the pickup drop and get the other guy.
Yeah. Yep.
Because that used to be
Oh, you got
allowed.
sanctioned?
Yeah, literally the same week Tranks did last Madden. Because we didn't know, because that used to be the way it was, and then it changed. Because someone
Oh,
can't
yeah,
do
yeah,
that.
about that. Jose Young, you got sanctioned?
Yes, I've been sanctioned before I was commissioned.
Did
Yeah, he got
I was about to
sanctioned.
say, you sanctioned
Yeah,
yourself?
that was back when you're not supposed to have strippers in the locker room, remember?
Wow. They were all midgets too.
So long story short, we're all
little
human.
little people.
We're all human, and anyone can make the mistake. Just try not to repeat it.
Yes. Because what's his name? Tranks got it tatted on his back. Commissioner ass.
But I ain't got no goddamn tat on my back.
You
You can forget that.
Commissioner ass.
Hell no.
He got tramp stamp.
He got roses around it.
Hell no.
And Harris
Press-
shows
press
on
A.
the back of his calf and have me look at those calves.
Yeah. All y'all, stop dreaming.
Yeah, but moving forward, guys, you guys definitely just try to focus, well, especially once you know the playoffs hit. You guys should, the ones that aren't in the playoffs should automatically start focusing on managing your team and preparing your drafts, your draft
Your
board. If
roster,
you're not
right.
gonna, do all that stuff should be doing that as the playoffs are occurring. So when draft time comes, you're ready. So if you have to miss the draft, your draft board is set up, you know what your roster minimums are, and you're ready to roll. So that way, even if we finish the draft and head into the preseason, you don't have to worry about any possible sanctions,
Yep.
So
Yep.
Any other
and-
questions?
No
About,
questions. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
Hosyan's ranked 9th. Did I read that right?
Yes.
Okay. So whoever ranked that table forgot that whooping he took the week before from me. I'm just saying.
What week before?
the preseason.
Preseason don't count.
Dude, here you go.
He's feeling good off that win. No, he's on that couch
Damn.
reminiscing. He's like,
You got 2 back-to-back wins. That's why you're excited.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Gentlemen, we got a show in less than an hour. Great job. Appreciate it. Tomorrow, big game, Monday Night Football, Chargers versus Broncos.
Bill,
Huh?
Shit.
there was
Hey,
one
and
change.
you said it, Harris.
No, we don't got to talk about it, but I got to at least bring it up.
Is that the Candyman? Is that the Candyman versus the Boogeyman?
No, here's the question. Here's the
dude.
thing. Here's the information. Remember that update where the league was down for half a day?
Mhm.
We couldn't have access to it. There were some commissioner franchise changes. As I at least want to bring them up. We have overall play count, meaning you can choose how many times you can pick a play overall.
Voted against it.
Yup. Well, no, right now they're set to off automatically, so it's not like you have to do anything.
Right.
So, and there's also
Like it should have been for the superstars and X Factor. Oh, sorry.
yeah,
It's a sensitive subject. We're not talking.
but it's play call limit and play call cooldown, which pretty much as commissioners we can set how many plays it takes before how many plays you have to go through before you can call that same play again. And I actually practiced with that, and I put it to just 5. So I would call a play, call a stretch, and then when you go back into your play call, it would put a lock over it and say you have to call 5 more plays before you can call a
I ain't
play
gonna lie.
again.
I like that rule, man. I like it.
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why I don't like that rule.
Who? Not
I'll tell you
me.
why I don't like that
You
rule. It has
did.
nothing to do with. It has nothing to do with spamming.
I was gonna say the same thing, Harris.
Yeah.
Who, me?
First of all, it's not,
That's
first of
how
all,
I
it's not
baited you.
realistic.
Wait, tell me. Wait. I do not run the same play 5 times in a
Oh
row.
no, hold on. Let's
Everybody
be
that's
clear.
watching, go back
Let me-
and watch
let
my
me-
Twitch.
no, no,
Please
stream.
watch it.
Jamerson. You can see
Let me
that.
tell you. No. Let me tell you why I
Hold
don't like
on.
that play. Let me tell you why I don't like that play. I mean, like that idea. one is not realistic. Second of all, is this: you call play doesn't mean you're running that play you call because it puts you in a personnel, right? So you call play, it doesn't mean you're running that play. You get the whole gambit of personnel. So you may have entry plays that have personnel 1-1-2, whatever 1-2-1,
Yeah,
whatever.
but is it blocking the personnel lineup or is it blocking that play?
No,
Play.
block that play,
Specific
but that means
play.
you got to
Blocking the
find a
play.
different play to get in that personnel lineup, which is just circumstance, right? It's just dumb, right? So for what purpose?
But you can still run. You can still run that personnel lineup. You just can't run that play.
You just
What
can't run that
person in the
play.
history of this league has gotten anywhere running 1 or 5 plays? Who?
I mean, I
What's the question?
personally will
And we're not even
call the
talking about-
same
we're not even
play
talking about
over
the
and
hard route.
over,
We're
but
not even talking about the hard
audible out of it. But it is exactly what Tiger's saying. It's to put me in that formation and personnel set.
It's called
Well,
scheme.
I'm letting y'all know what both you and Tiger are saying. You don't have to call that specific play to get in that personnel.
Right.
But-
Yeah, but I understand that. But that's just the entry point to which I would do it. But the point is, what are you gaining? Who's running it? Who's trying to hide from someone running a play? If a person runs the same 5 plays and you can't stop those 5 plays, you're going to lose.
I'm just updating as to what has changed. Now it's defaulted to off, so it's not an issue. But I would at least bring it up so they know that it's there.
Yeah.
The only other things that were there as well is team setting overrides, ball hawk, heat seeker, and switch assist. As commissioners, we have the option to make everybody have to use the same thing or allow people to individually change it. Right now, it's kept to the individual, but those were really the major changes as commissioners that we can do since the last update. Just
There was one other.
know that. What's that?
Where you can make it so people can't change their superstar and X.
Oh, yes, that came up.
Oh,
The only reason why that's not really an issue is because we've already voted that out.
Right.
So regardless of what I'd prefer to do, I think long story short, it's better as the way we have it now, as far as not being able to change your superstar abilities and X Factor abilities, because last year Matt Ryan got first one free as an X Factor. And because they've given out ridiculous X Factors, it doesn't make sense to make Matt Ryan have to keep that same X Factor. So the fact that you could switch them is where we're at right now. So,
Okay.
But those are the major changes since the last update, and I thought it was worth bringing up.
Thanks for bringing that up.
Thank you.
Still within an hour, gentlemen. Great show. Can't wait to
Increase
see
the
the game.
superstar and X Factor limit.
Anyway,
Turn off superstars and X Factors.
great show, gentlemen. See y'all in 2 weeks. Be safe out there.
2 weeks.